Hello, and welcome back to episode 7 of You Should Know Where You Are, otherwise known as Beholding Out for a Hero. Join us as we continue to forget that we are an audio-only podcast and that you guys can't see our Discord chat. Welcome back, everybody. I am Nico, the DM for this campaign. Now time for the session question.
Should we introduce the campaign?
No. That gets edited in with the intros.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Well, no, usually you say, "Hi, this is Beholding Out for a Hero podcast. I'm Nico, the DM."
Okay, my mistake. I thought I was gonna switch things up a little because, I've noticed in the past episodes, there's the intro that's like, "Oh, this is Beholding Out for a Hero," blah blah blah, and then I also say, "Welcome back." Should I or should I not?
Okay, no, we don't. It's fine. We don't have to. It's okay.
Welcome to Night Vale.
Welcome to the Adventure Zone, everybody. I'm Clint McElroy.
Welcome. I hope you know where you are. We're starting.
You're not here by accident. Just trust us.
Hey, it's Thursday, and this is Critical Role.
I'm your host, Matthew Mercer.
Hey, gang, it's me, Brennan Lee Mulligan. Let me tell you a little bit about socialism.
We're all just having an identity crisis. Anyway, the session question for today will be, what is a weird travel story that you have? And I guess I'll go first. My weird travel story is that I, in being cheap, had made a mistake that had caused me to sneak a knife past
Oh, I remember this story.
US-Canadian borders, not once but twice.
Oh boy.
Because I had booked Greyhound buses from Canada to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, except because I hadn't looked too closely at the route, for some godforsaken reason, we would be crossing into New York for a hot second, only to cross back into Canada on the same bus. So when we were going past customs, we were I was traveling with my sister at the moment, and they were giving us weird looks because we were explaining oh yeah, we came from Montreal and we're going to the Canadian side of the Niagara Falls, and they're like, so why are you coming to the US? And we're like, we're leaving. We're just passing through because our bus took a weird route. I'm not shady, I swear, I say with a knife in my bag, because we had packed lunches on the way there, and I like to cut my apples, but I hadn't thought to not bring a knife. So when I was boarding the Greyhound bus, the guy was like, okay, I'll let you have this knife. There's just this once. And then it didn't occur to me until we were at the border check-in that I would need to get it past customs. But then I eventually left it on the bus and decide to pretend that it wasn't mine if somebody found it. Yeah, that's
Solid.
That's my knife story. Sneaking knives into places that I shouldn't have knives.
Canada. You shouldn't have knives in Canada.
It's a recurring theme in my life. Let's see. Let's roll a d4, see who goes next. Raina.
If it lands on John again, okay.
Raina, my dice love you today. They're over John now.
Oh boy. It's no more John, just Raina.
The flame has petered out.
My name's Raina. I play Jem. You know her. You know where you are. And my weird travel story is that during my 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., I bought a candle for my mother from the Amish market. And when I was coming home, I forgot to put it in my luggage. It was still in my carry-on because we had gone to the Amish market the day before our flight home or something. Or day of, something ridiculous like that. And so I'd forgotten to transfer it over. And then security pulled me, a 13-year-old, off to the side because my candle made me look like a terrorist.
Aww.
And then they confiscated my candle.
Oh, no.
Why did they take the candle?
Because they were like, this is a dangerous object. I'm like, it's a candle. And they're like, we don't care.
I mean, I guess if you threw it at someone's face.
Yeah, but it was just like, I don't know. So I came home and I was like, well, there was a candle to go on top of this lovely like crocheted heart that I got you. Unfortunately, TSA decided they hate me.
Rip candle.
Sorry to the Amish, because I know they're listening.
Hey, if you're Amish, like our podcast.
It's the rebellious thing to do.
Give us 5 stars, please.
I was gonna say like, comment, and subscribe, but that's not the platform.
We are on YouTube.
Yeah, we are on YouTube.
Oh, if you're Amish, like, comment, and subscribe.
Behold, the Amish.
Alrighty. Next.
I can go next.
I say Elaine, but yeah, you can go next.
I won't steal your spotlight, Elaine. Make it happen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being so accommodating. I'm Elaine. I play Kitty with an IE.
You also know who she is.
Yeah. I'm sure by now the cannibalism has made me stand out quite a bit. My weird travel story is I think I was almost kidnapped in China a couple of years ago, and my dad didn't realize it until my mom and I sat down and talked about it a couple of days ago.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well.
Even though he was right there when it was happening.
Alright, but, go on.
Yeah, that can't be the end of the story.
I mean, so what happened was, we had gone to see some fancy pants person's old mansion, basically, in China. And when we were exiting, only my dad and I went. My mom was, talking to her friend outside of the place because they didn't want to tour the area. And when I was leaving, my dad was kind of in front of me, so it didn't look like we were really together. And this lady came up to me and started asking me stuff, and while I was trying to translate what she was saying in my head, my dad came over and was like, nah, we're not gonna do it, whatever, and then we left. And then he told me that she was asking me to go with her to find her sister.
Yikes.
So I think I was almost kidnapped.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then my dad was like, no, she just wanted you to find her sister. And we were like, no.
No, that's a...
They don't do that.
Yeah, that's a red flag, sir.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Alrighty, Dice say John is next.
Woo!
Redemption.
I love being the second to last choice.
Better than the last. Sorry, Ashley.
I'm okay with being last.
I'm a well-traveled boy, so I have a lot of good ones. I'm gonna go ahead and say one of my favorite travel stories that just got brought up recently because of my mom's Facebook memories was in San Francisco.
Woo!
My mom and my whole family stayed there for a stint before going from San Francisco to Australia to stay there for a while. And while we were in San Francisco, we were on the pier, on the docks, and someone was offering a boat ride, and we were like, oh, that sounds neat. So we signed up for that, and there were other people. It wasn't shady or anything. And we walk, and when it happens, we're walking by all these large, beautiful yachts and ships into this dinky little ship that the side of which is barely oh god, thinking about it is killing me. The side of this ship is 5 inches off the water.
Oh.
So I get it. We get in and I feel as though any movement is going to capsize this tiny little baby ship. And we take a 20-minute ride on this thing. Just out into the bay and back around. And the whole time I'm gripping the seat with white-knuckled, white face. There was no color in my face. I just was focusing on not dying.
Weird.
At least you didn't die.
And luckily the ship did not sink, but there were 5 or 6 other people in there who I think were all thinking the same thing. Is this boat about to be our grave?
I'm glad it didn't sink.
So did John introduce himself?
I don't remember.
God fucking damn it.
No.
Just do it just in case.
Hi, I'm Clint McElroy, and I'll be playing Ned Chicane.
Is it bad that I don't know either of those people?
I know who the first one is. I don't know his character.
Ned Chicane slaps. He's the best character in the Adventure Zone Amnesty. Hi, I'm John, and I'll be playing Sergeant Patches.
You know who he is.
Behold, you know who they are.
Just put that in front. No one has to know.
We never do that. Like, we don't do that. Okay. Hi, I'm Ashley, and I play Miki. You know who she is. So I went to England when I was in high school for a summer. It was like a 6-week quote-unquote study abroad thing where, like, you either go to Cambridge or you go to Oxford, you meet a bunch of international people, and by international people, it's mostly Americans anyways. And you get to, like, explore Cambridge, and they bring you to London one day, and they bring you to, like, Canterbury one day, I think, to see the cathedral. And so everyone there got not like burner phones, but like disposable phones, because everything's on a SIM card. So you just pay as you use, which is super different from America. And so I had this tiny phone that I was only going to use for that 1 month. And I was in a really old bookstore, or I was in a bookstore that sold really old books, which were really cool. And if I had the same disposable income I have now, I would have bought all the books. But I was in the bookstore and I got this call. And it's not like there weren't really like spam warranty calls like there are now. If someone calls you, they meant to call you. And I picked it up and someone started speaking to me in Chinese. And I was like, oh no, I don't know how to really respond to things in Chinese. And she goes, Huang Xiansen, ni zai ma? And it's like, Mr. Huang, are you there? But in Chinese, my last name is Huang as well. And so the first time I didn't say anything because I was panicking about my shitty Chinese, so she hung up. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then she called again, and she's like, Huang Xiansen? And I'm like, well, I'm Huang Xiaojie, but like, my dad is in America. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'll call back. And later I was like, I don't think she was looking for my dad, and that was probably the wrong response to give her.
Oh, no.
And then I think I lost that phone on a boat in one of the rivers in Cambridge. So it probably wasn't a problem after that for me.
What are the possibilities that it was the same boat I was on?
Probably exceedingly low.
Real low. It was like a punting boat.
It could have sailed all the way from America, San Francisco to Cambridge.
Okay, the boat capacity for my boat was like 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's probably how many should have been in the boat I was in.
Alrighty. With that, let's go on into the session summary. Elaine, if you would.
Oh, no. No, I don't know why I did that. So, after everybody figured out my diet, we went upstairs into one of the rooms to talk about it. And we ended up talking about Jem more than me, which was weird. I figured out what islands were, which was really cool. But we got tired of talking, so we went to High Walls, and we were directed to the Hungry Tusk Garage to try to find the trio. And they weren't there, but the dude told us to go to the building with the door. So we found the building with the door, and
The boots with the fur.
and then the I don't know if she was a nurse or if she was the front desk lady. Anyways, Jem found somebody new to flirt with, so I tried to help out, and we all wrote poems, which was fun. It was like a nice little group activity. And then they told us to come back tomorrow, but as we were leaving, the really pretty half-orc came in, and she was who we needed to talk to. So we just talked to her a little bit. She said that the food wasn't good, so they decided not to stay at the inn. And yeah, we decided it was a little too late to go talk to the lady in Greywall. Greywall. So we went back to the inn to sleep for the night, And then in the morning, some lady decided she wanted to talk to us about the train, and I don't know how that's gonna go.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, that is where we currently are.
I don't read my notes.
I'm scared.
So you have all just descended the Wet Eagle from your room. What am I saying?
We descended the Wet Eagle.
Wow. That was the sentence.
We're off to a great start, people.
Okay, but sorry, before we get any further, does everyone have their D10s ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get your dice, however you're rolling. But yeah, so you all had just gotten into the lobby and are met with the investigator Belinda, who had introduced herself at the end of last session. She stares at you all expectantly and informs you that she would like to interview you all one by one, and it's up to you to decide who goes first.
Miki would like to raise her hand
Oh no.
as she slips her hand down and holds Patches' hand and goes, "You're not going to interview my automaton, are you? Because I only just recently, I want to say resuscitated, which isn't the right word, reunited with him."
Bait.
You resuscitated your friendship.
If he was not upon the train ride of which I am inquiring about, then there is no need to interview him.
Okay.
Is this about the bartender that went missing?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
So, who would like to go first? If you have no preferences, then I suppose... Let me fucking roll a die.
While she's looking expectantly, Miki has scooped up Patches and is holding him like on her hip in her arms and just hugging him in full plate armor.
Yeah, sure you can. He's gonna get half heavy since all the plate armor, but...
He's also 5 foot tall, so not that much smaller than Miki.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that for a few moments, at least until Jem gets swept away into an interview. And it is Jem that she is staring at.
Oh.
And she begins to lead you to one of the side rooms. Huh?
Yes, she is hot. She was an 8 out of 10.
I got a 10 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
No!
Oh, she's hot to almost everyone. Universally hot.
Oh my gosh, this is like the Glenn Close.
So she pulls you aside into one of the empty rooms, since there are many.
Really quick. If you had to describe her appearance using only characters from Bratz, how would you describe her?
Ooh, I don't know, brats.
How about Monster High? Would that help?
Ooh, I don't know Monster High either.
Look him up, quick.
We're too old for this.
They're so hyper specific. What about Miraculous Ladybug?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, can you do Miraculous Ladybug?
Apparently, I just watched nothing.
How about Avatar The Last Airbender?
Yeah, let's do Avatar.
Avatar: The Last Airbender I have watched. Vibe-wise,
She's older, right?
she is older. She's 60-something.
If you need to go to Zakora, you can.
Or is she like May?
I'll go into Legend of Korra. What's her face?
Asami?
Asami.
Sue Beifong?
Ooh.
Okay. Solid points.
Mm-hmm.
Is this just an indication we like older women?
It's called taste.
I think she's just keeping it tight.
She's just hot, man.
The dice don't lie.
So, Jem, when you are alone in the room with her, she asks you, I'm going to ask you to summarize, because for the sake of the audience not hearing the same story like 8 times, but she's going to ask you to give her a detailed account of Jem's trip on the train from starting from Rote to Sharn.
Alright, well. Jem basically explains in extreme waxing poetics and hyperbole that nothing happened. The seats were uncomfortable, the food was mediocre, the coffee, don't even get her started. The views were nice, but that was kind of the only saving grace of the trip, and it's honestly a shame that the family who runs the train system is still even in business, because obviously they don't know what they're doing. So, Jem has since decided that she's going to start her own start-up, like, railroad company, and just goes on about how she could do it better.
Uh-huh. Can you go ahead and roll a performance or a deception check for me?
Sure, I can. 1 second. That's gonna be a 21.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so she is taking some notes on what you're saying.
Listen, investigator. Inspector? I don't know. Whatever your title.
Investigator.
Investigator. It was a joke. It was a farce. And if you ever have to ride any of their trains to get from Sharn to Rote or Rote to Sharn, do yourself a favor and don't do it. Just walk.
Noted. Your companion had mentioned a missing bartender. Have you, by chance, interacted with this bartender on the way, on your portion of the train ride? Or have you heard anything unusual from the crew or otherwise about this bartender?
No, not particularly, but my compatriot did step out for a few minutes, but, I didn't really interact with anybody.
Understood. Did you have any other unusual interactions with any train workers or any crew members?
Oh, you know what happened? The waiter came up to me, gave me my food, and walked away without complimenting me. Do you know how good I looked that day? It was a joke. It was a farce. I'm never going back.
And lastly, are you magically inclined? Do you have any magical abilities or carry any magical items, perhaps?
Nah.
Alright. Well, that concludes all of my questions for you.
That was Raina thinking for a second, too. Like, wait, does Jen have any magical items? I don't think she does.
And she leads you back to the rest of the group as she looks towards Kitty and Miki, blanking on names. I know what I'm doing.
During the time that she was talking with Jem, Miki and Patches have pried Patches out of his armor, and
Yeah.
Miki is just holding him like a big teddy bear.
Oh.
And his armor is kind of standing there, and they've propped it in a way so it still looks like it could move.
So here's my question. Does Patches squeak?
Does Patches speak?
Squeak.
Squeak. Okay. They said speak, and I was like, he's been doing that the whole time!
So does he?
Does he have a squeaker?
He does not have a squeaker, but he does have a bell inside of him.
Oh.
He really is a Care Bear.
Has he just been going ding 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 every single time he walks around?
Every time he takes damage, the bell rings.
Oh, no.
It's been masked by the armor, but he does have that.
Is that his stealth disadvantage is because of the bell, not the armor?
Another question. Does Patches smell like strawberries?
Yes.
Okay. That was all.
I added the bell because if mechanically he sheds his armor, he still has integrated protection, and I was like, why does he have stealth disadvantage? Because he got a bell.
That's fair.
Alright, so who would like to go next?
I can if you're not up for it, Miki.
Yes, please. I am still waking up, and probably need a cup of coffee before I get interrogated.
Okay, no problem. Come on, batteries. Out of character question. Did I ever clean the chicken out of batteries?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you did. I'm fairly certain you did, because,
I don't remember.
yeah, I would have told you batteries was rotting if you didn't.
I remember you bringing up the stench.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite, like, rank yet. Just a little stinky.
Yeah. I remember, saying I wanted to, but I don't remember if I actually did.
So, Investigator Belinda, leads you off to the same room that Jem was pulled into not too long ago, and more or less gives you the same rundown of asking you to give a detailed account of your trip on the train. But again, for the sake of the audience, just summarize what Katie tells her.
I explained that we went to the bar to get some drinks right as the train left. At some point, the bartender disappeared, and we couldn't get more drinks, which was weird. So we went back to our quarters, or our compartment, to like chill for a little bit. And then after enough time passed, we went back to the dining cart, and there was a different bartender, and we got more drinks and we played some games.
Okay. Can you roll a deception roll for me?
Don't screw this up, Kitty. Don't do it.
Well, I have a -1, so that's a 17.
17?
Okay.
Nice.
That's solid.
She asks you more details about both the bartenders, but with the 17, you provide enough details to where you think it's fairly convincing. And then she asks you questions, the same questions that Jem had gotten. Anything unusual, any unusual interactions with the workers or any other passengers?
I mean, other than the fact that the other one just never came back, I don't know. Maybe it was a shift change? Maybe he got sick? I have no idea.
And lastly, are you magically inclined? Do you have magical abilities or carry magical items?
Yup.
No.
You can do magic. Why? You want me to do some magic? I could do some magic.
Since you are magically inclined, did you notice anything unusual in a magical sense when you were upon the train?
I mean, I didn't cast any magic on the train. We were drinking and then playing games. I was just like, if I did magic when we were playing games, they would think I'm cheating.
No, nothing like that. Just if you happen to notice anything happening around you, not anything that you yourself were doing.
Oh. No, I don't think so. Kitty, like, thinks about it for a moment, and she's like, no.
One more question. The bag you're carrying is also magical, correct?
No.
Can you roll another deception roll for me?
Oh no. Oh no.
Natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
Yes!
Yay!
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me as well.
Uh-oh.
I have a +0 for insights. 18. I'm rolling really well today.
Nice, you are. It's
Yeah, it's making up for last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say last game you rolled like shit the entire time. Now it's the opposite. As you say no, there's a pause in the conversation where she's staring at you and you're staring at her, and you know for a fact that she knows that you're lying.
Oh.
But she doesn't seem to press the issue, as she returns you to the rest of the group. And lastly, if you would.
Of course. Did I get a cup of coffee from...
Yeah, in between you can get a cup of coffee.
I was gonna say LeJason. Because of fucking last session. From a Drazen.
Yes, you can get a cup of coffee from a Drazen. You probably had time to finish it during Kitty's interview as well.
Okay. I was going to... So, like, when I follow her into the next room, I'm gonna, like, put Patches on his own chair and then give him the, like, cup and saucer to hold, like a teeny tiny, really cute teddy bear, and then sit next to him.
So you get the same introduction, or you get the same questions to just tell her about your trip?
Yeah, I start off by telling her about getting on the train, knowing I'm coming up to Sharn because I'm in search of just figuring out what to do next in my life, and I'm like really playing up the fact that I'm really young and like 18 years old, and I'm like, I don't really know what to do now. Like, I'm independent, and like, what does that even mean? Do you, like, I don't even know anything about like managing my own finances. And then I describe like meeting Jem and Kitty and the fact that their dresses were gigantic. You've never seen bigger dresses. They were so impractical. I'm surprised they were even able to get on the train. And then I just talk about hanging out with them and making friends and being like, Jem seems like she'd be a good influence, right? Like, she's a lot older. She must seem like a lot of the world. Like, I'm hoping she really mentors me and, like, accepts me as, like, a little sister and hopefully, you know, like, keeps me out of trouble and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a deception or a performance check.
Deception.
You don't know that I'm technically lying.
You're lying by omission because you robbed people.
Can I provide advantage because having a giant teddy bear makes her seem trustworthy?
You can get an extra +2
What was it? Deception or what?
performance.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. 20. I think that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So she's taking notes throughout your story, just like with the others. Not that Miki would know. And she asks you follow-up questions about anything unusual, workers on the train, just in general.
It's not unusual.
What do you mean by unusual?
Just anything you wouldn't expect upon a regular train ride.
Well, it was like only my second time on a train ever. So the fact that they had like really cool niches where you could like refill your water skin was super cool. But I don't know that that counts as unusual.
Alright. Your friend also mentioned that the bartender went missing. Do you recall anything about this?
The bartender went missing?
Yes, that is what she said.
I don't think I noticed, and I feel kind of bad about it. He was cute, but like not really friendly, so I don't know. I didn't want to sound like desperate by begging him for conversation, so after a while I just kind of forgot he was there.
Did this bartender have a name?
I think it started with a P.
Can you describe what he looked like?
Oh. He had really nice dark hair and blue eyes and was kind of tall and slightly pointy ears. And he was dressed really nice, but I think that was just the train uniform. But you know, like men in uniform or women in uniform. I don't discriminate.
And she smiles at that. Alright, lastly, are you... do you have any magical abilities or carry any magical items?
Oh! And Miki will lean like really close to her and go, I speak with dead people.
Fascinating.
Yeah! Don't you think? It's a really, well, sometimes it gets really lonely because people don't really like knowing that I like speaking with dead, or I speak with dead people, but, you know. Yeah, that's my, and she, Miki, like, waves her fingers, like, that's my magical ability. No magic items, though. Again, finances, and I'm 18. No money for it.
Of course. And with your magical abilities, did you perceive anything out of the norm in a magical sense while you were upon the train?
Well, there was a point, I think we were closer to Sharn than we were to Rote, where 15 ghosts walked through the dining car. And I don't usually see that many ghosts at one time, so that was really weird.
That is unusual.
It's not unusual.
Well, that would be all of my questions for you all. I don't expect to be following up, although I will return you to the group and speak to you guys as a group.
Okay, thank you. Come on, Patches.
During the interview, I surreptitiously tell Jem that the investigator knows I'm lying about my bag being magical.
Oh my god. Uh-oh. Yeah, Jem's gonna like kneel on the ground like that, like Yakuza squat. And she's just gonna be like, alright, So if she asks you to pull out things, just pull out rocks.
Rocks and jerky. Yep.
Not the jerky, just the rocks.
Oh. Okay.
And glitter.
Oh, I have a lot of that, yeah.
Rocks and glitter.
I think. Did I use it all? I don't remember. I might not have the glitter anymore.
Okay, then just the rocks.
Okay.
Yeah, and Miki is let out from the room that y'all were in before, and y'all are all in the lobby with Investigator Belinda. Oh shit, I forgot there was another NPC here. You know what? We'll say that this NPC wasn't here to begin with.
There's another one here?
It was a Drayson, right?
Yeah, she has an assistant, but I
What?
100% forgot about this assistant, so
Yeah, I don't think you mentioned the assistant.
I don't think you ever mentioned an assistant.
great. They're not there. It's fine.
Oh, good.
Nico's gaslighting us.
The five of you are in the lobby as she turns to speak to the group again. That will be all of my questions for you all about your trip from Rote to Sharn. I don't expect to be following up with any questions, although if you do find any information about this missing bartender, as you put it, you can send it my way, as she gives you all a mailing address.
Okay, Miki would like to raise her hand and be like, I mean, did something happen on the train with the bartender? Like, I don't know, you keep asking for something, like, unusual. Did something happen?
Yes, we are investigating a reported case of theft.
Oh no.
Yes, it is unfortunate. We believe that the bartender and possibly others were involved in this, and we are seeking to find them.
Oh.
Well, good luck, I hope you do.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we see him around, but...
What was stolen?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Well, what if we see it in like a pawn shop or something?
I don't think you will.
Oh, okay.
However, if you do have any more information about this bartender, or if you see this bartender anywhere, be sure to send me that information. And she bids you guys good day as she leaves.
Bye!
As she walks away, I'm gonna like whisper but not whisper to Kitty, there was a bartender?
Yeah, the one I ordered all the drinks from?
Oh,
Well, I mean, I guess I did all the ordering, so you probably didn't realize.
yeah, I don't know, I never saw anybody. Oh.
Wasn't like I just pulled it out of thin air.
You know, I'm just gonna like keep watching her as she goes. Just like, you know, peering over the door just to make sure she's really gone.
Yeah, as you like peek outside to make sure that she leaves, she is in fact just leaving. She's not like just leaving the inn and then lingering outside.
Oh, thank God. Ay, ay, ay.
Is it Drazen in the room?
Yeah, Adrazen's in the front with you all and is just kind of watching you all.
I stand up from being a limp teddy bear, look at Drazen in the eye, and say, "Not a fucking word to anyone." And then I walk over and start putting my armor back on.
he has like both hands up. No words here. Just none. I didn't see anything. I don't even want to ask about what happened on the train. As he looks at Jem.
Nothing did. Nothing happened.
Miki's gonna take 2 gold out of her pouch and just, like, put them in a Drazen's hand and go, absolutely nothing.
And he pockets the gold, he nods, nothing.
So, this other couple, or friends, or roommates, we really don't know, and I don't want to attribute a false relationship to them. You said they lived in Grey Walls, or their forwarding address was in Grey Walls?
Yes, that's the address that they left.
Perfect. Well, I think we know what we're doing today, correct?
Should we give an update about why the other people left?
Yes, how is the investigation going?
Oh, right. You hired us. I forgot.
Well, we spoke to one of the Draga sisters, one of the ones that got food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
She and her. Yeah. Something that they ate in the inn, unfortunately, made them rather ill.
Oh, I assumed they were just drinking too much.
Maybe that. We don't know. They just got sick.
They thought it was the food from the inn, which is why they left.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And apparently one of your girls is asking about summoning?
Oh yeah, did you know you had a cop in here?
Not one of his girls.
Yeah, Marlena.
Oh yes, Marlena. She asked me about any unusual activities, summoning cult stuff, as well. I told her I haven't seen anything personally.
And you didn't think to mention that to us?
I don't believe you guys are part of a cult. And he looks at Miki and he glances nervously at everyone else. Or
Miki just smiles at him and goes, "It's for us to know and you not to find out."
alrighty then.
The point being, we're doing this investigation for you.
This man is paying us. We don't have to intimidate him.
But it's just so easy.
Miki is in a mindset where she's lied to people already, and that's just gonna be her for the rest of the day.
Kitty's thinking very hard about whether or not her place of living is a cult or not.
Does she know what a cult is?
I think she would know what a cult is.
But not an island?
I think from where she came from, people had cults.
Okay. Don't worry about it, Adrezen. We're not part of a cult. But other than the food poisoning, which you have to agree is a pretty legitimate reason to leave an establishment,
Yes, I will admit that.
we don't really have a lot of other leads at the moment. So we're going to go talk to the other couple. And since we don't really have a forwarding address for Marlena Jail, we don't know how she fits into this.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you would follow up with her either.
I mean, maybe she just got a lead on the stuff she was asking about and dipped.
Although, I don't know how tenuous or comfortable your relationship with the butcher is, but one of the sisters we talked to yesterday did say she was kind of weird and kept asking everyone personal questions or weird questions, something like that. So, I don't know. Don't ban her from your establishment, but maybe she's a contributing factor.
She does show up a lot, without much reason.
What is your relationship with the butcher?
We're business partners.
Is that all?
Yes?
Inside check.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Are you paying the butcher? Animal. Ooh, this dice is not very good. That's 10.
You're fairly certain he's telling the truth.
But not certain enough.
Yeah, that's not a guarantee.
Alrighty, so you guys head off to Grey Walls. I will say it will be late morning by the time you guys leave, since the individual interviews did take some time. On your way there, you guys navigate to there without much issue. When you're passing from the lower districts to the middle districts, I'm gonna have to have everyone roll a persuasion check, please.
A hoity-toity check.
Persuasion. With my -1. 13 for Kitty.
Ooh, double proficiency.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Let's go.
9.
17.
Alrighty. Everybody gets through without much issue, except for Jem, who you are stopped and you are hassled and demanded for, like, reasons of traveling, and because I know what's in your inventory, you get searched, but because you don't have anything immediately illegal on you, you are reluctantly let through, although that does increase the time it takes for you guys to pass that checkpoint.
Did they take a candle?
Yeah, they confiscate some of
They
your,
confiscated
I
my
don't
candle
know.
that I got from the Amish.
From the fantasy Amish.
Yeah. They confiscate your souvenirs, saying that they're dangerous and you can't have them.
That was apple scented, you monsters.
Yeah.
When they start giving me too much trouble, I will, like, if they start like frisking her, she's gonna just put a hand on the wrist of the person who's patting her down, and she's just gonna go, listen, it's okay. And then she's gonna pull out the signet ring out of her pocket and palm it.
2 seconds. That doesn't seem to help, as whoever is patting you down.
You uncultured plebeians! Never mind!
Doesn't seem doesn't recognize on sight what that signet means, so
Well, I'll take it back then!
you are equally hassled with no shortcuts.
Does Miki see this exchange?
Go ahead, Jem, roll a sleight of hand check.
It's gonna be 19.
19. You don't Miki, can you roll a perception check?
No boy. No boy. Where's a d20? 17, 18.
Okay, you see that Jem had shown the guard something, although you have no idea what, and you couldn't hear what she said either. But you can vaguely guess that it was something threatening or like imposing.
And then she gets all heated afterwards, like, I should have known from all you people from Sharn, you uncultured swine.
When she passes through, Miki will turn to Jem and just be like, were you going to shank him?
No. Only if he held me up more.
What was in your hand?
Huh?
What was in your hand?
Just nothing important.
What is a bribe? Did he not take a bribe?
Yeah. I tried to give him a platinum and he didn't believe me. He said it was fake. So I took it back.
You can't bribe everyone, says the person who basically bribed everyone last session.
And off to a strong start in this session. It was worth a shot.
So, you guys, with the address you were left, you eventually make it to Grey Walls without too much issues, or at least without being stopped.
Sorry, can I do my scan?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a insight check.
That's right, I have to do insight, not perception.
Yeah, I mean, you could do perception. It's just never gonna help you.
Ooh. No, it was bad. That's a 7.
Yeah, you are too thrown off by your interaction with the guard to be top of game.
Oh my god, doesn't even know what the audacity. She's gonna shout back at least 3 times, like, you need to culture yourselves!
So, for the address that was left, you find that it leads you to a tavern and an inn combo thing. And we will take a break because I had drank like 32 ounces of smoothie and I need to go to the bathroom. We'll be back at 8:39.
Cool, that gives me time to eat dinner.
You're at the halfway point. Thanks for sticking around to listen to our shenanigans. Take a break with us, or if you use that break time to sit idle like some of us do, go check out what music the cast listens to on our Instagram at Holding Out for a Hero, all one word. We really appreciate your continued support. Back to the episode. Alrighty, we all back? We all ready to get started?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So,
John.
Oh. John?
John.
John!
John.
John, if you don't reappear, I'm keeping this in.
Let's be honest, we're keeping this in either way.
Jonathan.
Is he a Jonathan?
John Thew.
Jonathan. That's worse.
Let's see.
John Jamin?
John Jonas.
Gianu?
John Miss. That just sounds too much like jaundice. I'm sorry.
I was like, wait.
Jonifer.
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 Jonakiah. Where did he go?
Alrighty, we ready to get back into it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you all had tracked down the address of the place left from the Wet Eagle, and it leads you to a tavern and inn. As you come upon this inn, it is labeled the Council of the Undead Tavern and Inn. When you enter, it immediately has a very peculiar atmosphere. The interior is relatively quiet. It is there's peaceful music playing faintly in the background, and it smells slightly of incense. The lighting is low light with a very illuminated ceiling, which most of the light reflects off of. The ceiling itself has a mural painted on it of seems to be some sort of epic battle. Pretty abstract. From the ceiling hangs a lot of glass mobiles that cast images and shadowy figures onto the walls as they spin. The bar seems to be 2 altars stuck end to end with a larger piece of wood set across both of them, and all of the tables are coffins. Behind the bar, there are golden skulls that decorate the shelf. Upon entering this space, you get the sense that it is somewhat like the equivalent. It's a fantasy tiki bar.
Oh no.
But like vampire themed?
No, the tiki theme is the Undying Court of it's. If you're an elf, everyone make a history roll. No wait, a religion roll. Sorry.
Well, that is wow, why do I have such a good religion score? That's an 8.
That's an 8.
That's a 15.
Gem, because you are an elf, you can roll at advantage.
Oh, thanks. Wow. That's still an 8.
That's an 8.
I can't believe. Okay.
It was a 6 and a 2.
Oh boy.
Wait, how many of us got 8s?
3 of you.
3 of us?
Yeah.
Hey, that's really lucky in Chinese.
It's true. So, 3 of you walk in and are like, this is like vaguely vampire themed. Okay, alright. And Patches, you know that this is a weird tiki bar blasphemous version of the Undying Court, which is a religion followed by elves on the island of Aranel. This religion can be followed in other places, but the majority of the followers of the Undying Court are on the island of Aranel. So, you are taking in this unusual interior of this tavern, and there is a young drow man who is behind the bar counter. Everyone, go ahead and roll your relative hotness as I describe how
That's a 10.
Damn, that means a 9.
I got a 3. I don't know.
Jem just has eyes for everyone today.
That's true.
Katie's just racist, I guess.
That's a 2.
But also, like, drows are just really cute.
50-50. So, he has straight, long white hair that drapes over half of his face. His skin is a deep purple color, and he wears a symbol of the Undying Court on a choker, a low-cut vest, and shiny fitted pants with enough straps and belts to look uncomfortable to sit in.
Oh my god, he's Goth!
He's a Goth.
He also wears a simple half apron on top.
To say Jem neumes over to the bar.
Can I help you?
Hi. This is great in here. Do you like working here?
Yes, I suppose. It's cool.
Yeah.
Miki's gonna lean over to Kitty and go, does he just sound like Illidan?
You know, a little bit.
Why do all the bartenders have such disaffected attitudes?
They've probably seen a lot of drunk people.
You try working in customer service and being okay.
Sorry, Nika.
Can I get you something to drink?
You know, I can't believe she would say this. You're the only tall glass of water I need.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Oh my god, can Miki give her bardic inspiration?
Please.
Sure.
Just from behind, Miki is just giving the most enthusiastic double thumbs up to the bartender.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
12.
Did you add a d6?
I did. It was a 1.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
He smirks at you, and he just doesn't really react beyond that.
But is it like... So hear me out, Nicholas. Is it like a condescending smirk, or is it the smirk of a male love interest? Because there is a difference.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm gonna use the uwu dice. They've never let me down. 13.
You get the sense that he finds this all amusing, although you're uncertain of his intent beyond that.
Well, I'm super cute, so that's all that matters.
He reaches out his hand and says, "My name's Kolvar. Yours is?"
Jem. You can just call me Jem. It's Kolvar, Kolvar?
Yes.
Okay.
Kitty will, like, nudge Miki. He's touching her. He's touching her.
As you reach out your hand, Jem, he brings up your hand and kisses the back of your hand.
Oh! Jem's gonna look back at the group like, we did it! Guys, this is one for the books.
Kitty's, like, double thumbs upping.
And I'm Patches! And I stick out my hand. I'm right there.
Patches, can you also roll a persuasion check?
Am I accidentally flirting with this man? I got a nat 1.
And he just kind of nods. It doesn't make any movement to move towards you or anything else. Just, you get a nod.
I kind of wiggle my hand.
As Patches is trying to, like, get a handshake, Miki is dying of laughter and accidentally, like, leans onto Patches so hard they just topple over onto the ground.
Guys, this is it. Redemption arc. Starting now.
When we fall over, it sounds like when you drop a whole, like, drawer full of cutlery.
Kitty's gonna look through her bag to see if there's any knick-knack a goth might like, so that Jem can gift it to this man.
What are you talking about? I have tons of cool rocks in there.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
18.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Up to you what you want your goth knick-knack to be.
I'm sure she's got bones or teeth in her bag.
They're teeth earrings made out of Nico's wisdom teeth.
Yes! Yes! That's what Kitty has in her bag.
Oh my god. You're right. Kitty will pull out wisdom teeth and just pass him over to Jem.
Mickey from the floor is like, that's so unsanitary.
But it's so romantic. Alright. Jem's just gonna make an absolute buffoon of herself. How long have you been in Sharn? Are you from Aranel?
No, I'm not, actually. Do you really think a drow would be from Aranel?
You know, that's a solid point. Sorry.
I've lived in Breland most of my life, and I have been in Sharn for quite a while now.
How old are you? How tall is he?
He is 5'9".
You sounded so disappointed.
Jem's 6 even.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Jem likes older women and shorter goth boyfriends.
You know, we love a short king.
And he tells you that he is 116.
Oh, younger, shorter goth boyfriends. Okay.
Would you all like a round of drinks?
Jem, I think you're supposed to, introduce yourself back, you know?
Oh, well, my name's Jem. I'm from the Lazar Principalities. You know, just the islands. I love the beach. I love taking long walks on the beach. And
At night.
at night, under the moonlit sky. And I love writing poetry. And I'm...
By candlelight.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. With plenty of skulls and bones around.
Hey, do you know Krista Saris and Daisy Nisha?
Mickey smacks a hand over Patches' face and goes, no, this is her moment. Leave her alone.
And I'm 170.
And he nods with a kind of a deadpan face. You get the sense after speaking to him for a while that he's not an extremely lively person. No pun intended for the place of his work.
He's so mysterious.
Can Mickey tell if the bartender is into Jem or just listening for customer service reasons?
Just to get tipped.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I check for Kitty as well?
Yeah, both of you guys roll an insight check.
I am rolling so well today. Insight. I have an 18.
Nice.
Which D20 do I want to use? I'll use this one. I shouldn't have used that one. That was a nat one. I've fallen over on Patches again.
You are, Miki, from your vantage point of the floor, you literally do not see a whole lot of him behind from where Jem is angled. He's mostly covered by Jem, so you have no clue what's happening.
Can I get a beer on the floor, please?
Kitty, however, you get the sense that he finds this all very entertaining. He is flattered by Jem, but
Who isn't?
you don't know if he's interested in pursuing something more, but he finds this conversation and Jem in general to be entertaining to be around.
In general.
But did he like the teeth? Were the teeth a bonus?
I don't know. Did Jem? How does Jem just give him teeth?
Yes. Wouldn't you?
Okay. Go ahead and
Listen, it's Goth 101. I gotta give him bones.
roll a persuasion check, Jem.
Okay, I'm gonna use the uwu dice again, even though my heart's telling me I shouldn't.
Listen to your heart. This is the most goth time.
Ew.
Can I cast Bless?
Actually, hold on. Hold on. I have skeleton dice. I need to get it.
Yes, you can cast bless.
Wait, does bless and guidance stack?
I think it does.
Okay, I got my skeleton badonkachonker.
Oh, it actually that straight up won't help. Don't worry about it. I'm not doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I thought Bless was saving throws. Yeah.
That's only for attack rolls or saving throws. I don't know. Does this count as an attack?
No, it does not.
An attack on the stone cold demeanor that this man puts on?
Nice try, but no.
Attack on his icy cold heart.
Trying to bring light and love into it?
Miki is going to, like, put her hand on Gem's thigh as she hauls herself up from the ground and casts guidance on her.
Sure.
Persuasion. So, let me get a d4. Right? A d4?
Yeah, 1d4.
Hold on, I never take out my d4s because I, like, never need them.
We're trying so hard to get Gem laid.
That's 17. Thank you for the guidance.
Oh, very nice. As Jem fumbles around with how to present these teeth, the bartender will go get Miki a beer. As he returns, Jem, you just hand off the teeth?
Yeah, with a little, like, Legend of Zelda, da-da-da-da!
Can I cast light to make them, like, glow like a dull purple light? Just for dramatic effect?
Sure.
Prestidigitation!
Yeah, with that, you are met with a raised eyebrow and slight surprise. He accepts the teeth, with a thank you.
Of course.
Does he seem excited about the teeth?
As excited as he can be.
With his stunted emotions.
I can fix him.
He finds these teeth exciting. Yes.
Kitty will thumbs up again.
And they disappear somewhere behind, like, into his pants, among the straps somewhere.
What if he's actually not goth? It's just what he has to act like while he's working.
Well, he's goth now. That's it, guys. I fixed him.
So, what brings you to these parts of Charm?
Oh, just... She's gonna, like, twirl a finger around, like, the one half of her head that's not shaved, like, around her hair, and, she's just gonna go, like, oh, just girly things. We're just, I don't even remember. I think we're tracking someone down. Maybe a cop. I don't know.
Nice.
No, the cop was the other one.
Oh, this is another one?
The cop was the other one.
Oh. Well, there you go.
This is the two patches. You know their names. What are their names again?
Oh, you mean, Krista... was it Sevis, right? And Daisy Nisha.
Yeah, have you heard of them? We need to find them, but we can leave Gem here.
Oh, yes, I do think that they are currently still here, if you would like to go up to their room.
Oh, is that too intrusive? I mean, yes.
Yeah, you guys should definitely go and investigate.
Yes, that it is too intrusive, or just knock. It's fine.
Well, we still need to talk to them whether or not. Okay. What room number are they in?
And he gives you a room number and tells you how to get up there.
And what's the room number?
Yeah, Nico.
For my notes.
Are they in the same room?
How many rooms are there in this inn?
Me make decisions? It is room 9.
Room 69.
Hey!
Got him.
They're sharing a room?
Yes. You were given a single room number.
And they were roommates.
Alright, let's, Jem, we'll see you later.
Okay. Bye, best friends.
I'm gonna lead the other two up to the room.
As everyone but Jem goes upstairs above the tavern. The upstairs of the tavern is not at all what you would expect from the goth interior of the tavern itself. The upstairs is very plain, extremely ordinary in contrast. It is well lit, and there are rooms on both sides, and it is easy enough to find the specified room number. As you guys, I assume you knock. Who knocks?
I'll knock.
As you guys knock, you are eventually met with a hold on, and the door is answered. You see a human woman, adult human woman. Everyone, you can roll now if you want.
Oh, I don't have rolling privileges.
Oh yeah, everyone except for Shem.
I got a 1. Oh wait, no, it's advantage because
If you want. She has short blonde hair and green eyes. Just kind of a simple bob that's tucked behind one ear. She has a fairly regular build and a round face. She wears simple traveler's clothes and a plain satchel on her back.
To be clear, her hair is like good.
Yeah?
Or is it Karen hair?
It's like good. Okay, excellent. That I'm just gonna roll for triple advantage then.
I rolled a 10, so I like her.
As she opens the door, you can see the interior of the room as well. The interior of the room seems to be a simple, utilitarian, but well-maintained and clean room, or at least it was to start. This room is cluttered and messy. There are boxes and trash bags, and it seems to be in the process of moving or cleaning. You're not really certain. And you see another woman in the background as well, approximately the same age. Yes, everyone, go ahead and roll again.
I do. She's alright.
oh, I got a 10.
Oh! Apparently, Kitty and Miki have polar opposite tastes in
No, the first girl I got an 8, so still.
After this, it's just a Patches solo game because everyone else is dating a local.
Well, time to go.
We're all tied down.
She's got a floofy golden brown hair, medium tan skin, and is pretty curvy. What? Oh, that's a typo. Her face is soft and rounded. She wears leather armor, and you can see she carries a bow and a dagger, and there's a large pack that seems to match the rest of what she is wearing set aside.
How old did you say they were again?
They're like 30s, mid 30s.
What are their star signs?
I don't have those, but I do have their heights. The woman at the door is 5'7", and the woman in the room is slightly shorter.
Both are human.
Can you give me their Chinese zodiacs?
Both are human, and the woman in the background seems to be sifting through trash on the floor.
Favorite Mario game? Alright, I'm done. Sorry.
As the woman who opens the door, she greets you guys. Hello, can I help you?
Hi. You're I'm Miki.
Nice to meet you, Miki. I'm Krista. What can I do for you?
Hi, Krista. I'm helping out my friend Adrazen, who is the innkeeper for the Wet Eagle, which is the inn you stayed at really recently, right?
Ah, yes, I do recall that.
Great. Why'd you leave?
Will you come back?
Sorry if if Adrazen felt my leave was quite sudden. It was for me as well. I left because I had received notice that my father had passed.
Oh. Oh, I'm really sorry.
Yes, it was rather unfortunate timing, but fortunate that I received the notice before me and Daisy had set off.
Oh, where are you going?
We were planning to head northward, with no particular destination in mind.
Are you two together?
And from the inside of the room, Daisy looks up at you all, like, what's happening? Kind of look on her face. And Krista just smiles and says, yes, she's my partner.
Oh, that's really cute.
So they're not single.
Okay, so it wasn't anything to do with a Drazen or the Wet Eagle. If you could give us a 1 out of 10 about how good your stay was there.
Yelp review.
While you are speaking to Krista, you see Daisy kind of dust her hands off from whatever she's doing and walk up to everyone as well. The Wet Eagle? That inn that we were at?
Yeah, a Drazen is an old acquaintance of mine. So he asked me to inquire because he has no social skills whatsoever.
And Daisy continues with, I don't know if what he's doing, but a Drazen that is, the lady he is business partners with, I don't know, she's real weird and a little too pushy if I'm being honest. I think it'd be better for his business if she kind of backed off a bit. I didn't like her.
Oh, that's what I told him. Can I ask what she did?
I mean, she's just really insistent on showing up at inopportune times. I mean, I understand if you are curious, about your business partner's, I guess, current business, since you want it to go well, right? Butts into people's conversations. She had butted into multiple lunches we had during our stay there, and we just kind of decided to not eat there anymore because she would always just kind of join us at our table without being invited.
Is that bad?
But she kind of,
You don't do that here?
I mean, it's nice to wait for an invitation. And she's just kind of a nosy person.
Did she try to talk to you about anything in particular? Or, insist you try anything?
She was real insistent on, I don't know, getting our opinion on food and what we thought of the Drazen's cooking, and just kind of the food in general. She seemed to be a real foodie.
Oh, yeah, she asked me if I was a foodie while I was there too.
I want to circle back around to something real quick. My name's Sergeant Patches. I just was wondering, this may be pertinent to our investigation here. I don't mean to pry, but how did your father pass?
And Krista speaks up again. Well, it was, from what we were told, of natural causes. He was a little light on details of his health, more specifically with me, as he always told me he didn't want me to worry. But it's not entirely unexpected.
And again, this may be pushing a boundary, but have you seen him since he passed?
Oh. I saw him briefly at the funeral before we buried him, but I don't believe I've seen him since. I would hope not.
Good. That's good, yeah.
Oh. When Patches says that, Miki would like to open her ghost eyes.
What do you see with your special eyes?
Sure. Remind me again what I told you on the rules were.
Oh, I was gonna ask you to remind me.
Okay.
Tell me the
2 seconds
rules
then.
are.
I probably have it.
I was just worried that she ate her dad. That's what I was worried about.
Which is fair. I would like to say in the interim that from downstairs you hear Jen just like titter way too loudly and way too girlishly considering her age.
She's still young for an elf, right?
She's still young, but she's not like schoolgirl young.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just make something up and we'll cycle back to it later. And I'll put it somewhere where I can.
This is gonna keep happening.
Well, I think I'm using up one of my bardic inspirations. I know that.
Yes, I believe you use up one of the bardic inspirations, and then you roll on the table, and then that is the spirit you find.
Rolling a d6. That flipped onto a book. 1 minute. That is a 3. For Tale of the Beloved Friends.
Just gals being pals.
Oh my god, are they ghosts?
No, they are not. Miki, if you are searching for the spirit of Krista's father, I will say you will be able to find it.
Oh my god, is he just following them around?
No. I had it in my mind that ghosts, unless they are, or spirits, unless they are like, had morphed into something else, are kind of bound by a certain physical limitation of where they died.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I do find him or I don't find him?
You do find him if you want to.
Like in the area?
Yes.
Oh. What? Why? Excuse me, how far away did your father die from here?
I believe he had passed either in this room or in this inn.
What?
I am not sure exactly.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, what?
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
He was living here.
Why?
Well, this was one of his favorite inns, and we're just here to clean out his stuff.
Sorry, no, that was Raina asking why, because Jem's not there.
Oh shit, I forgot Jem's not there. It's okay. Somebody else will have asked why.
So, quick, someone else ask why.
Why?
You're given the answer.
Why? What's up, Miki?
Oh, her last name is Nisha, right?
No, her last name is Sarah's.
Miki's just gonna kind of lean around Krista and be like, hi, Mr. Sierras. I hope you have a good passing on.
Krista is wide-eyed, looking at Miki and looking around in the room, and Daisy seems very unsettled by this, and it seems to be on high alert when you address a something invisible in the room. As for the spirit itself, it takes a while for him to realize that you're speaking to him, since it doesn't really happen all that often for most spirits. Oh, hello there. You can see me?
Hi. Yeah, I think this is getting really weird for everyone else, though. I'm a fortune teller who has the ability to talk with the dead. She'll say it in explanation to literally everyone else.
Very good, very good. Krista just kind of silently watches as Daisy is like hand on dagger, waiting.
Rightfully so.
I promise I'm not crazy. This is what I do for a living. I wouldn't have come by if I'd known there was someone here. I'm much more respectful of the spaces of the deceased usually. We just had to ask you for a reason, and then this has happened, and it's so awkward. I'm so sorry.
And Krista responds, "No, it's all right. Who are you? You're speaking to my father?"
Yes, he is. And Miki will give a general description of this NPC she's not rolling a d10 for.
Yes, that's fair. And Krista kind of nods along, seeing that, agreeing with your description of her father.
Patches, did you just roll?
Patches can't see him, right?
Yeah, I wanted to check if maybe the description struck a chord.
While I'm here, because I'm going to leave, because this is very awkward when I'm not usually asking for money to be in this situation. Do you have any last words you'd like to say to your daughter?
It's don't get stuck up in the past, because I know you're gonna be asking yourself if there's anything that you could have done or that you should have stayed, but I've always wanted you to live your dreams and travel far and wide. So keep doing that.
Miki relays that message.
As you relay that message, Krista seems to be very moved by it. Not just breaking down and sobbing, but she's touched, as Daisy seems to respond to it as well by not reaching for her knife. Not that she thought that you were particularly dangerous, but kind of just a what's happening here, what are you speaking to sort of thing. And she thanks you for passing on her father's word.
I'm going to leave now. This is incredibly awkward, but I wish you two the best of travels.
Best of luck with your endeavor as well.
Thank you.
Miki, hey Miki.
Yes.
Is the ghost a human ghost or a lizard ghost?
Is the ghost a human ghost?
The ghost is a human ghost.
He is a human ghost.
Okay, never mind then.
Maybe you should ask him how he died and see if maybe it's relevant.
But he died here, not at the other place.
I don't think it's relevant. I feel... you've heard my, humanoid compatriot. If it would help our case, I would ask that you tell us. But if it has nothing to do with it, I ask that you keep your secrets.
Yeah, and the spirit who has floated out into the halls, watching y'all, since you've already said your goodbyes to Krista and Daisy, says, "Yeah, I don't think it was really related, if I'm being honest."
That's what I thought. Also, have Krista and Daisy closed the door?
I assume so.
Ah, fuck. I knock once more. Very meekly.
Yeah, Krista opens the door again. Hello?
I'm so sorry. We know there was someone else who left as well at the same time. Not the sisters, the half-orcs, but someone else. She might have been human, we're not sure. Her name was Marlena. Do you have any indication of where she might have gone?
Marlena, yes, I do believe she... Oh, hold on. What did I have written down for Marlena? 2 seconds.
Scroll. In the interim.
We can hear you
Yeah.
scrolling.
Look, as long as he's not scrolling while he's talking.
Fair.
Ashley is like, knife emoji.
Knife emoji!
Yes, I believe she was headed back to her post at the Blackened Book.
Oh.
Where?
I'm not too familiar with the structure of the... I suppose Charn Watch would be the closest association.
Uh-oh.
So I'm not sure where exactly that is, but she did mention that she was going back to speak to her superiors at the Blackened Book.
Have I heard of that place?
I'll say Miki, Jem, and Kitty. Roll a history.
I'm not there.
Oh, Miki and Kitty. Roll thank you for reminding me. I keep forgetting. Go ahead and roll a history.
22.
Well, that's a 6. Miki and history don't get along together, except when it concerns the dead.
Kitty is practically a Sharn tour guide at this point.
I know, right?
Even though I've only been here 9 months.
Is Bill Bailey there?
Who's Bill Bailey?
I don't know who Bill Bailey is.
He's a
either.
British comedian.
Oh.
He's in a show called Black Books.
Your pop culture references are lost on us, John.
We're too old, John.
I don't watch things.
That was a
John.
deep cut. That was only 2000! That was 2000 to 2004, according to IMDb.
Yo, in the
Meh.
early 2000s, I got 2 hours of TV per week. I spent it on Fear Factor.
I was allowed to watch anything that was cartoony, including Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, which, wasn't really...
It's kind of cartoony. Bill Bailey becomes Jesus in the first episode.
Oh, my mom definitely wouldn't have let me watch that.
Well, he swallowed the little book of calm, and it dissolved into his body and made him extremely calm. But
Yeah, I got Saturday morning cartoons and then Fear Factor, and that was my childhood growing up.
Oh, I got America's Next Top Model, which, shouldn't be consumed by small children.
Kitty, you know that the Blackened Book is a subdivision of Sharn Watch.
Okay. Do I know, whereabouts they usually are stationed?
You would probably not know that, but you would know that the Blackened Book, they are magic users. That's the gist of their subdivision, and that's all you know.
Okay, so just clarification from me. The Blackened Book is not a location, it's a group?
Yes, it is a subdivision of the Sharn Watch.
Got it, okay.
run by Bill Bailey.
You assume that they have an HQ somewhere, but you wouldn't know where that is.
I thought the Blackened Book was like an inn.
What I'm asking is, do I know, whereabouts they would be seen the most normally?
Again, with the places that Kitty frequents, probably not.
Okay, just, not usually the lower districts.
Yeah, the district that you know the best, which is Lower Tavrick's Landing, would not have a large presence of the Blackened Book.
So interesting that they were there.
Thank you so much for all the information you've given us. We're so sorry for disturbing you. I'm going to be leaving now.
It's alright. Have a nice day. And she waves you off once again to continue cleaning.
When she closes the door, Miki just lets out a little sigh.
You don't like talking to ghosts?
I mean, that's... oh, I don't know why my voice was so high. I mean, that's what I do, right? I talk to ghosts for a living. But usually it's, with people who have asked me to look for a loved one. I would say talking to a ghost when the loved one doesn't know they're around feels like a large invasion of privacy.
Huh.
And also I've been chased out of cities and countries with strong religious presences, for, looking like me and then talking to ghosts, so it's a little, you don't really know who's, accepting of this, and she gestures to herself.
Well, you can always come home with me, because all you need to do is not die. And everybody will accept you.
Uh-huh.
Miki's pretty good at that.
I'm still on the fence about this, but we won't have this discussion again for a bit.
Meanwhile, Jem, can you roll roll a persuasion check for me? Just for however that situation is going downstairs.
Wow, probably poorly. I'm gonna, spoiler alert, I don't know. Unless I get a natural 20. No, that's a 9.
Yeah, so you spend the remainder of your time while the others are upstairs flirting with this bartender. And it's certainly a conversation.
I like to think there's absolutely, like, this isn't a conversation. It's a monologue. And Jem's just trying too hard. Actually, you know what? Rewind. I'm gonna say about however long, at least 3 minutes into this conversation, can I do an insight check on this guy to make sure he's no one I know?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my gosh, I'm rolling like garbage. That's an 8.
You're not certain.
I've passed it on to you.
Thanks, I don't want this baton.
It's gonna make its way around the circle.
I rolled well one time, and that was it. Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure.
Our best rolls have been how attractive the NPCs are.
We're only rolling out of 10 at that point. The odds are a lot less dire.
Eventually, you all descend to the stairs to find Jem and the bartender still talking.
It's just an embarrassment.
Oh. I thought they would have been making out by now.
Yeah, it's not. You can tell by the look on Jem's face, it's not going as well as she hopes.
Yeah, they're not making anything at this point.
Do we rescue her or do we just leave her here?
No.
We gotta come to her rescue. Look at that. Even I know that she's crashing and burning.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of copper wire and I'm gonna cast message at the bartender. And then just in his mind, just whisper, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her.
Oh, no. Well, Nico, what does he do?
So is Kitty gonna roll a persuasion check or what?
Like a deception to try and sound like his inner monologue, or?
Kitty, you've already spoken, so that's not going to work this time. When you do that, and also, I'd imagine Kitty's voice and his voice would be quite different.
This is your inner child speaking.
He swivels around, spots you, spots you on the stairs from wherever y'all are coming down from, and gives you a little wave.
Dang it.
Wow, he took that rather well.
What'd you do?
Oh, I tried to make him kiss Jem.
Can we go one place without you two sexually harassing someone?
No. It's not harassment. She says unconfidently.
I mean, no one said anything yet, you know?
Are we harassing you? I'm so sorry if we are.
No, it's not a problem.
See. Well, Kitty, do you have any parchment?
I didn't last time. Let me check my bag again.
As Miki just hands over another piece of parchment.
No, you cannot check, yeah.
Dang it.
If you've checked for a specific item, you don't have it, you can't magically check for it again. But Miki did have parchment last time, so.
Oh no.
Fair.
Do you have a napkin? I ask, Kolvar.
No, Miki gave you some parchment.
Oh, thank you, Miki. Alright, I'm gonna write a love poem with my number on it.
Alright, let's hear it.
Well, don't I have to roll for it?
Yeah, roll a, persuasion?
Is it persuasion? I think it was performance last time.
Persuasion or performance, your choice.
Okay. Oh my god.
Is it something really bad?
Well, if we go through persuasion, it's a 5.
Oh,
That's the stronger of the two, otherwise it's a 3.
there are words. There are certainly words on this piece of parchment.
Nice bones, baby cakes.
There you go.
That's your poem?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, fitting of a 5.
This is gonna be my favorite mini game of the campaign.
Alrighty. So with that, do you guys head off?
I guess.
Yeah. We're done here.
For those who are only audio listeners, the
Okay.
poem says, "Let's hang, fix, call me XOXO."
Oh no, it says let's
No,
bang.
Yeah,
that's
just let's
yeah.
bang.
Oh, it says "Let's bang." Oh.
Yeah. It's not a PG-13 one.
Are we gonna have to cut it out?
No, that also stays in. I'm sorry, John.
It says, "Let's absolutely smash in the closet." Thanks. Call me XOXO.
Listen, we can't censor let's bang when we're talking about cannibalism in our podcast.
Touche. Touche.
I can write a new one if you want me to.
It should be, he was a skater boy.
He was a skater, drow. She said, "See you later, drow." They don't go by drow in Everon, do they?
I don't know.
You know,
Nico, make the decision.
I should know this, but I'll say they do. Question mark. They do.
It's our world, baby. Can be whatever we want.
Once we leave and we're out of earshot of other people, Kitty is going to catch Jem up on what we discovered in the conversation and then let the group know what she knows about the Blackened Book.
Yeah, they're in a relationship.
Y'all wanna do this while you're walking and talking back to the Wet Eagle?
I will do it in places where there's not a lot of chance of being overheard.
Sure.
Yeah, so those two were definitely in a relationship. So whoever had money on that.
Did we bet on that?
I mean, no, but we should have.
Yeah, Jim, you owe me a gold.
Oh. I don't remember betting on that with you.
I was trying to implant like a retroactive kind of like a character bit that happened off. No, it's fine.
Sorry. Jem's too much of a cheapskate. Even if she had made the bet, she would have said, I don't remember making that bet with you.
Well played, Jim.
Jem only makes bets that she wins.
Yeah. Jem only wins her bets.
That's exactly what Jem writes on the napkin with the scribbles.
Yeah, it's the cross out and all.
For the audio listeners, again, because we don't have a visual aspect, except our social media, I guess.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. It's the same material in both places, so it doesn't matter which one you're on.
That's BOFAH Podcast on Twitter and at Beholding Out for a Hero on Instagram.
Jem's second poem is: Roses are red, violets are blue. You look dead, but that's cool too.
And adjacent to her previous 2 lines that are now crossed out.
That is exactly what the paper looks like.
And she has a citation to a page from the Karma Sutra.
Alrighty. So eventually you guys meander back to the Wet Eagle without issue, crossing the border this time from the middle district to the lower district because nobody cares. Y'all get back probably, it's still probably fairly early because I can't imagine you were hanging out for that long. We'll say it's evening. You still have quite a bit of time in the day if you want to do anything else or talk about what to do.
As we walk in, Miki is going to call for a Drazen.
Yeah, he's easy enough to find. He's at the front desk.
Oh, every time we come back, I expect him to be dead.
Drazen, I have one question for you
Yes.
that might require follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
When you say Izzy is a business partner, Is it she bought out part of the hotel from you, or she's your butcher?
She's the butcher that I now use.
I don't think business partner is the right word to describe that.
Yeah, are you business partners with your baker? With your grocer? With your barber?
I think she's just your vendor.
Oh, I suppose that would be a better word for it, yes?
Also, no, everyone is unhappy when she's around, apparently.
Oh, really?
I'm happy when she's around.
I'm happy when she's around.
Other than Kitty and Jem, all of the guests that you had problems with leaving are unhappy that she has no sense of social etiquette.
Oh,
I feel like that's a fair description.
I suppose she is a little unusual. I never thought that she would be
It's not unusual.
that off-putting.
Apparently she would listen to people's private conversations and join them, and then join their meals without invitation. I too would be off put by this behavior at Drazen.
Yeah, I'd suggest you change Butcher's back for that, only for that reason.
Patches, can you roll a deception check for me real quick?
Oh no.
Can I assist?
What are you doing to assist?
I'm going, yeah.
I don't think Jem can, but yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it from Jet.
22. Let's go.
Hey, nice. Yeah. Of the group, Patches and Miki being the two most trustworthy members, he doesn't question it. Even though the rest of you guys are like,
I think it's fine. You gotta help support small businesses, right?
Yes, but that's when you can, and I suppose I can't really do that anymore.
I think a Drazen also counts as a small business, who probably needs to also support himself.
Yes, well put. I guess I'll make arrangements to do that sooner rather than later.
And I think that's all we've done today. So I'm going to go take like a headache nap or something.
Yes, of course. You know where the rooms are, and I'll be sure to let you know if anybody new comes in and what rooms to avoid if anybody is staying here.
Amazing, thank you.
Are we doing the sleepover tonight?
Didn't we do the sleepover already?
Yes, you did do the sleepover already.
Man, I forgot.
Elaine, you asked for fireworks, which made me choke on my coffee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we pointed out that Nico, are you drinking coffee again?
No, I'm actually just having tea, just in case my heart doesn't like the coffee.
Is it caffeinated tea?
Yes, but it is green tea, so slightly less caffeinated. Huh?
Green tea is also very healthy for you.
Tea is for any hour of the day, I strongly believe.
It's 9:59 in the evening, just so everyone knows.
It's just tea.
For me, it's midnight. Let's go.
So you all shuffle up to... Do you all shuffle up to Miki's room and follow her for her headache nap?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we just gonna stare at Miki while she naps?
Oh no, I'm gonna snuggle.
You start heading up to the room, and all of your ducklings follow in after you.
I'm gonna lay next to her and put my head on top of her. Like if she sleeps on her side, I'm gonna put my head on her side, like I'm a big dog.
Weren't you gonna go ask someone out for dinner? To dinner, not for dinner? I guess it might be the same thing.
Do you want to get dinner, Miki? You can just be honest.
Dinner sounds fantastic, but I meant Izzy?
Oh. That's a good point. That could be good for like some interrogation too.
So who's higher on your list? Izzy or Culver? Or the doctor from
Or
yesterday?
Belinda.
What's her name again?
Leah.
You didn't write Belinda a love poem. She doesn't count yet.
Oh, that's true.
Listen, I'm not gonna write you a love poem, because you need one.
Or because you asked for it. I don't know the lyrics to that song, sorry.
Yeah, that's all I know also.
I'm not gonna write you a love song.
Cause you asked
'Cause
for
you
it.
need
Cause
one.
you need one.
You see? I don't know.
I think that's it. I think that's the whole song.
That's the entire song.
Should I roll for it?
Yes.
I mean, what was the order of hotness? Or who appealed to Jem's sense of whatever she looks for in a partner?
You think Jem's thinking? No, roll for it.
That's fair.
There is no thought, only THOT.
That was so aggressive.
Okay, 1 is Izzy, 2 is Leah, 3 is Belinda, 4 is Colville.
Colvar.
Colver.
Colbert.
Matthew Koval?
Okay.
Stephen Colbert.
Is Stephen Colbert in the running?
Stephen Colbert is a goth bartender.
So I wrote it down. Izzy is 1, Colvar is 2, Belinda is 3, and Leah is 4. So who is Jem taking out to dinner? That's gonna be Leah.
Good luck finding Belinda.
Leah.
I believe so. But I also reflipped the dice when I went to go pick it up.
I think we should have a short discussion about what we're gonna do knowing about the blackened book thing.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything. Technically, we finished. We said we'd try to figure out why they all left, and the majority of them left because of Izzy.
Amateurs.
I think that it's possible that this blackened book member was investigating Izzy.
She said something about summoning, though. Izzy doesn't have to summon to get her food.
I mean, that's one way to describe it.
Well, which begs the question that why is a member of the Blackened Book investigating cults and summoning and all that stuff?
Honestly, I don't want to get into it.
I mean, they're like a police force, right?
Can you tell us more about what the blackened book even is? I don't think I've really come across them while I'm in Sharn.
Do I know much about it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a history.
Okay. Okay, finally something decent. That's 17.
Oh, nice. So you would know that. I gotta pull out the book because I don't know.
The Blackened Book.
Okay, you would know that the Blackened Book is the Sharn Watch division devoted to investigating, and containing magical threats.
Wait, why does Jem know more? I rolled a 22, man.
Because Jem's probably run from them.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's because because of the places that Jem has been before.
Oh, yeah, that's also fair.
The jobs that Jem has done versus the jobs that Kitty has done, and the regions that would bring the respective regions that would bring your characters that would bring the respective regions that would the jobs that would words the places your character would go in the past.
It's because she worked in the Bass Pro Pyramid here around here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When you mention magical threat or something, Miki does turn to the rest of the group and go, "Were you all questioned about magical abilities by the hot inspector?
Yeah, but
I
I don't
wasn't.
have any.
Is it possible she was also part of the blackened book?"
Well, she asked me if I sensed any magical things going on. I don't know how she would have expected me to know that if I wasn't casting Detect Magic or something at the same time. But, that's what she asked me.
I have no idea. I don't usually pay attention to anything weird going on because ghosts.
We usually are the weird thing going on.
Yeah, to be fair. I'm non-magical. That's it.
Should we go find Marlena Jail, or are we moving on from Sharn? I had no other business here other than picking up patches.
I think if we stick our noses in the black books business, it'll become messier than we want it to be.
Is no one a little intrigued by that though?
Well, I'm intrigued, but I'm more intrigued by the thought of maybe paying off some of my debts with a little bit of work. But I don't know. I'd have to actually go find them first. I'm sure if I just scream in the street, they'll figure it out.
You know where to find them.
I know where to find them. I mean, it goes to reason that I would, but I don't know. I feel like I always got the vibe that like I know, but I don't know. You know,
Jem would know where to find them. Reina has probably forgotten, but
probably. Listen, my work is very taxing.
no, it's all good. Because it was a while ago. Jem knows the contact point that is a physical store,
Okay.
and inside that physical store there is a person that you would speak to get in contact with them. And it's in code. I sent you the code. Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that. I think I just got confused somewhere along the line.
That is Jem's contact point. Main contact point.
Got it.
Otherwise they find you.
So screaming in the street would work. It's just not the most efficient way.
What would the rest of us be doing while you pay off your debts?
Helping and getting answers.
About?
The Blackened Book. You said it yourself, you're curious. I'm just also saying, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Jem, I don't understand how anything you say ever connects.
I think Jem is saying that you do a job for an organization she is not naming, and then they pay you an information. Right? Is that what Jem is saying?
What Jem means is that it's like a twofold mission of like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of idea, where if we were to investigate the Blackened Book, if we did it under that more official capacity and didn't just go poking our nose where it doesn't belong, then she could pay off her debts at the same time. If that makes sense.
How dangerous would it be?
I mean, it's the Sharn Watch. You go poking your nose into their business, they're not gonna like it.
Oh, I meant, your work.
It would depend. It would depend on what they ask.
You're not selling it very well.
Well, because listen, I don't know, okay? Because it could be, we just go in and it's like, hey, we're planning on poking our nose into their business anyway, so like, want me to just like, it's like asking, hey, I'm going to the grocery store, you need anything? Like, so if they just say, yeah, sure, go investigate, go pick up information, great. And then it would be pretty low stakes. But if they're like, hey, do us a bigger favor, then it could be higher stakes. It just depends on what they want that day. But we don't have to do it that way. And we could just let these mysteries fade into oblivion. We don't need answers.
Okay, I'm sold. I can't not know.
Or we could see if we could walk around and you can find some lizard spirits.
Lizard spirits?
All right, I'm very excited to talk with your old employers.
Okay.
It's only been about, 3 business days?
I mean, if we walk around anyways, I can keep my eye out for lizard spirits regardless.
Cool.
Kitty, can I ask, why do you think there are lizard spirits here?
We're just hoping. Like, if there are some lizard spirits, maybe we can get a lead on the thing I need.
Okay. Got it.
Are there any lizard people in Sharn?
I haven't seen any.
Could you roll
Roll 20.
Could you roll a d20, Ashley?
I thought lizard folks were very, very rare.
Yeah, but it's Sharn.
That's true.
The Los Angeles of Eberron.
That's an 8. We're real Chinese lucky today.
Yeah, you haven't seen any lizard folks. You haven't met any of them personally. Although you wouldn't be particularly surprised if in the lower districts you happened to cross one.
What's this thing that you need?
We're gonna end there. We'll get into what Kitty needs next session. That's the end of this episode. Thanks for listening. If you feel like leaving us a comment or rating our podcast, we'd really appreciate it. You can also reach out to us on Instagram at beholdingoutforahero, all one word, or on Twitter at BofaPodcast. We would like to credit Wizards of the Coast for the framework of Dungeons & Dragons 5e that we use in our gameplay. As a podcast constructed largely of marginalized groups in terms of race, gender, and sexual orientation, we are doing our best not to disrespect the history of anyone who may be playing in or listening to this podcast. Beholding Out for a Hero releases bi-weekly, and you can find us mostly wherever podcasts are found. We can't guarantee that we've released it everywhere, but we did do our best. Join us again in 2 weeks for episode 8 and more Rocco screaming.